Hi there, Chris here. I thought I'd do one more Leashy LW5 pick, just to show they can pick all kinds of different security pins. And this is a Brava, and I believe they come just with standard drivers tapered. There's the bitting. But I think this is the one that I went kind of crazy with, put in a bunch of different spools and like that. So it's a good test for the Leashy. It does have 6 pins in it. So I'm going to try and stay in frame here. Zoom in a little bit. And like I say, there's our bitting. So it has lots of ups and downs. And if I remember correctly, it has a lot of different drivers in it, spools and whatnot. So right off, I get nothing on 1, nothing on 2, nothing on 3. Okay, 4 is binding. So we're going to see what 4 gives us. So that gave us a click. I'm going to go back and see if any of these will work. 1 is now binding. But it just sort of gave up. So no real indication. And 4 is still good. 5 is binding. So I got a click out of that. 4 is still good. 6, little click off 6. Let's go to 1, see what's happening with 1. 1 is now binding. Okay, I got a nice click and a little bit of turn on the core. 2 is now binding. See how I'm bouncing? And I got a click and a movement on the core. Okay, 3 is not set, or has fallen out of set, so we're going to try that. And we got a click and we're open. So I'm going to do that once again. Nothing on 1, nothing on 2, nothing on 3. I think 4 is going to be our first binder. And I may have overset. I'll bounce it. So I bounced it and it didn't lose the whole thing, so I'm going to let it stay there. 5, binding. A little bit of click, no movement on the core. 6, a little bit of movement, slight movement on the core. I'm sorry, nice click, slight movement on the core. 1 is now binding. Click and movement. 2. I'm going to leave 2 there. Oh no, 2 is not set. All right, I did get a click and movement. 3. I've dropped 3. And we're open. All right, let's see what's in it. What did I put in this? And this really does feel like the one that I put a different set of drivers and stuff in. So we'll zoom back out, he said, and open it up with Slinky's help here. I do love ovals, and I have quite a few of them, so, and a lot of them have this keyway. And these have long little screws in the back. Use a shim, because I always use a shim. And these Lockwoods are Lockwood style locks. I use this wood follower because it's sanded down. It's just a little smaller than the regular follower from the Huck kit. It's just a little smaller. I've sanded it down so it's a little smaller in diameter, and it goes through. If I were to use the other one, it would be very tight, and then it would be hard to get the shim out without messing up the shim. So it appears I kept all the same key pins. So we'll dump those out. Rotate this down a little bit. One, two, three, four, out of the way, 5, and 6. So we'll put that in that little holder. Let's take a look at one of these. We'll just grab 4, if we can get it to focus. The key pins have the slightest of slight tapers in there. Isn't that right, Slinky? I think she said that's right. Oh, are you going to come and help? She wants another breakfast. So we'll get our shim out. Get it out of the way. So 6 looks like it's a standard driver that I used. And that it really isn't tapered. If it is, it's just slight. So that's 6. Here's a nice spool. 5 is a fairly tall spool. And that's another standard driver, only this time in brass. Yeah, so I put different stuff in here. 3. 3 is an ASA spool, so I threw an ASA spool in there. We'll go to the front. Whoa, don't munch springs. 1 is a tall spool. And 2 is another spool. So there you go. It's a bit of a mishmash of collection of drivers, but the leashie is still able to pick it, which is kind of cool. Anyway, that's the Brava. The modified Brava. Thanks for watching. I'm hoping this is helpful. People who have leashies, especially the LW5 leashies. That's I find it very fun to use them and learn how to use them. And there is a learning curve, but basically you want to just go and find the first driver. And on this one it was 4, and which is kind of in the middle. And then I went back. I think you can go back and see if anybody's gonna give you anything, and then go to the front of the lock or the back of the lock, however you want to put it, and try and get some clicks there. And you want to get, if you know there's drivers in there, spools, whatnot, you want to get a nice solid click and just a little turn on the core, and then leave it alone and go find the next one. So there you go. Fun stuff. Thanks for watching. Hit the like, subscribe, leave a comment, ask a question, say hello to Slinky, and we will see you next time.